Hey, what's up, everybody? Podcast time. Welcome to the podcast, Carson. Carson.
What a first time.
I dropped my phone. Carson, are we recording? All right, just want to make sure. Carson is he leads our coastal campus, serves in kids ministry, and is a valuable asset to the church. And hopefully, he's going to be a valuable asset to this eating contest.
I'm gonna be something. I'll be something.
Here, talk in the mic.
Oh, I'll be something.
There you go.
I'm not sure what I will be.
You're not. You don't even have the
Honey, what are
mic
you
the
doing?
right way.
Just come in and it'd be like this, right? I don't know anything. I'm gonna look. I almost broke this.
What is
arm right
happening
here.
up here, Phil?
Almost
What is
broke
happening?
Caleb.
So
How do you eat?
It's a pizza
up,
party.
everyone?
this is 5 foot of pizza. It may not look as ginormous to you on the. Does it look ginormous?
Get a little tilted a little bit.
Little tilt.
Yeah.
Little tilt.
Still, can you
Yeah.
see it?
It's about as big as Caleb's head.
A square cut. That's important. A square cut.
It is square cut. I like square cuts.
Yeah, me too.
And also Phil has his key lime pie. Phil, get a little shot in the camera. If you remember last week, Phil said he can eat a whole key lime pie no problem.
I don't think so.
Dude, you're gonna
I'm
hurt
sorry.
so
I love
bad
you.
after that.
No.
Such a great idea.
Easy.
I was about to say, it was like, it wasn't even like, hey, this was even going to be a challenge. It was like,
Casually.
oh, easy.
Casually.
No chance. You're gonna be miserable.
So
I told Johnny.
let's just be aware. Last week, this was supposed to be the challenge, and Maddie and Jarrett came to help, and it didn't go well. We didn't get the pizza, and we went with ice cream challenge, and neither one of them finished. Jarrett came close, but they blamed Phil for picking gummy worms
Good luck on your
because
ice
they were
cream
frozen
challenge.
and they were hard to chew up.
That's what we got.
He started out with
He started out casually
could've
with a gummy worm.
He could have did it. I think he was close.
He went real slow.
Yeah, he started too slow.
Yeah, he did. But he tried to finish strong, and he couldn't quite pull it off. And so here is the challenge. This is from Fox's Pizza Den.
Shout out.
Hold up that sign, Caleb. This is the big one right there behind you.
Not sponsored by the way.
This is not sponsored by them. We had to actually pay for this. So this is the big one, okay?
We got it.
So it's more like a collab.
The big one. So the challenge is this pizza,
It's good marketing right there.
a team of up to 3 people. So I am not going to eat. I'm just here to commentate, and I may grab a slice just
It's like the
to.
worst team ever.
We need to do this with Jarrett, Tobin.
No,
No, we got this.
Andy
Never mind.
Camrota
We got
said he
this.
could do pizza. He said he's a pizza dude. So Andy,
So if we have a fail here-
I hope you are extremely proud of these guys when we're done, Andy. I hope so.
This one's for you, Andy.
Yeah, next week we're gonna have the bobbleheads out here. My Bronco bobblehead is staying strong, but next week we're gonna have the bobbleheads out on the table. So. For those who win, if you conquer this, you win a free T-shirt. Obviously, we're not in Fox's Pizza Den, so we don't win this. But this is what you would
We sent them
win.
the video.
This is what you would win. You would win a free T-shirt
I want my T-shirt.
and a $10 gift certificate, and your picture hung up on their wall.
We gotta make this official
we
just
gotta
in
send this
case.
to them. We have to send this to them and be like, hey,
Somebody,
this
if
counts,
you
right?
know
He
the
wants a
owner of
review.
Fox's Pizza Den, will you please send them this video?
Please.
Send them the link.
Because we want to make sure they know that we want to make the Wall of Fame.
We do. I've never been on one, so
I thought you were in the Hall of Fame of your high school. What's
Yeah.
it called?
Johnny, what are you in the
the
Hall
Order
Fame
of
for high school?
Thor.
The Order of Thor.
Wow.
That's dope. What for? What is on the
It's
Order
like-
of Thor?
It's
What
like
for?
a teacher recommendation, honor kind of thing, and yeah, I don't know how I got on there to be honest with you, but
It's pretty
Are
awesome.
you on the Sockesty Wall of Fame? No. Are you on the Sockesty Wall of Fame?
No.
Eventually.
No. Go Braves.
Go Braves. Go Braves.
Go Braves.
go Vikings.
Go Pizza. Did we have like a
Vikings.
hand signal we did at Sockesty or no? Braves.
We did not. We just said, in the home of the Braves. That was the best part. Go Braves. So if you know the owner of Fox's Pizza Den, will you tag them in this, or will you send them this video, because we're trying to get on their Wall of
Yes.
Fame.
At least get a t-shirt.
But if we don't do this, before you send it to them or before you tag it in them, let's make sure we do it first, okay? I feel really confident about this.
Maybe he'll.
we
Maybe
got
if we
this.
get close, he'll just send us
got
something.
This is gonna be great.
I don't know where I saw the other day that it was in 10 minutes, but I don't see that here.
Okay, so is it just?
We just gotta finish the
Oh
video.
no, I didn't finish reading.
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
I didn't finish reading.
said,
It
oh
is.
no.
Like a 2-hour podcast.
If you know Fox's Pizza Den, don't tag them.
Uh-oh.
Because if you don't do it,
We get
you get your picture hung up on the wall of shame.
Oh wow.
I honestly would be
Yeah,
okay
yeah.
with that.
Of course you would.
I would be okay.
Let's go. It's a challenge.
So
Now there's
After
something on
that
the line.
thumbnail right there, Fox.
So is it 10 minutes or not? 10
It's 10 minutes.
It is 10 minutes.
Good Lord.
10 minutes.
Can we sing
And
that?
are you going to be able to finish that pie in 10 minutes?
I got it.
Can we put Phil on the wall, Shane?
10 minutes.
Like, have one right here.
Are you
Every
This
time
is
we don't
3,600
Start on the
calories.
wall, Shane.
3,600 calories?
Bro, this thing's more than
That's a day's worth of
Do you,
eating.
do you have anything to do tomorrow?
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't eat that.
Man, that's tough.
Is that 10 minutes for you as well?
Sure.
That's the
No, I'm not gonna finish in 10 minutes. I'll sit here and just enjoy my
Go
pie.
ahead and get a head start.
All right,
Yeah, I'm gonna just
our
eat my
food's
pie.
getting cold.
Okay, here we go.
Eat my
Ready? And 10 minutes. Phil's going to put a timer up. It's fine. You don't have to put
I
that.
just
Yep.
I want to have the visual.
Yeah,
so
you
I
just
can
put it
see.
right there so you can see it. But
See what I
Phil's
Yeah, I
got
need
it.
one too.
Ready?
Hold on.
And we're going to begin now.
Oh, we're bidding game now.
Ready? 10 minute. Boom.
2, 1.
Start it.
Where to start?
All right.
I'm just going to have bread.
You don't want bread. I'm gonna take this bad boy right here.
So for those of you who are saying I'm cheating, just know that this is the piece I'm eating.
If we get close to 10 minutes and we lose that much, then
You know, I know why like when you're watching Man versus Food or something like that, why they have him voicing over as the eating is happening.
wasting so much
I
time.
feel like you have to stand up.
Johnny is in the mic. Just
Oh, that's gonna be awful.
Yeah, you may want to.
I mean, I don't know.
This is a nice piece of pizza.
this is good. This is good.
Y'all, we're 40 seconds in and y'all haven't finished but one piece.
Stop it.
That's my strategy.
I have a feeling we're going on the wall of shame.
I don't know if I should commit. to
Yo,
this.
Johnny, what are you doing?
You gotta commit.
Sandwich.
Oh, taco style.
Johnny's already turned his timer off. This is how committed he is right now.
Wow. You got
Phil, how's it going for you?
Pie's pretty good.
Key lime pie good?
Yeah.
My jaws are hurting.
I'm having a good time so far.
I don't know if we could do this with 6 people.
Yo, you're a minute and 15 seconds in. This is, I mean, you're crushing. Well, y'all are crushing it. You, not so much.
I'm going with the
Two
Johnny,
people on that
the
side.
Johnny sandwich method.
How is the pizza though?
It's all right. Better than full pizza.
Not bad.
It's delicious. It is phenomenal. So, thank you, Foxes. We appreciate you.
It's good pizza.
Don't cheat.
Get you a
just
slice.
bread. Just bread.
Number 3.
Number 3, boy, you about 2 minutes in. So,
No. I rebel.
just some Kleenexes.
Yeah, it's good.
It's good. Our lady never came to church on Sunday.
She didn't.
I
I
didn't.
looked for her.
She may have. I didn't see her if she did.
I didn't see her either.
What was her name?
Grace.
Grace.
Grazie.
Grazie, Gracie. So, Grace never came. If you were wondering, Grace never came. And if you're wondering when we're going to do... What are you making such a mess for over there? What are you doing?
Johnny, you remember we did this as a youth group?
Lord have mercy.
On the Zoom call?
What was like $1 pizza?
Yeah, this
Tostino's one.
is the big dollar. This is big dollar pizza here. This is not great viewing for the podcast people out there.
Be the one that talks with him the
I'm not gonna
whole
lie.
time.
I'm not enjoying
Phil's,
this right now.
Phil's
Pizza's
crushing pizza and key lime
Pie's
pie.
good. Water's good. I'm just enjoying.
Phil, you know what I'd like to see? After this is done, you to just keep the camera rolling and do like a time lapse of you finishing that pie.
Me just watching YouTube video eating the pie.
Number 4.
That's so great.
This is
We're 3 minutes in. 3 minutes 20 seconds in.
Phil, we're going to need more water.
You need more waters?
Please.
Is this yours?
I feel like this is a lot harder than it looks.
It hurts so bad.
Let's try not to burp in the
I did it over here.
in the mic, please. So, eating challenges really aren't my thing. Not really.
Did you see any of the ones that people said to do?
Yes, I looked at them all today.
I saw a few of them. What were they?
Pasta challenge.
Pasta.
Pasta?
Maddie would crush pasta. She
I will
loves
not do
pasta.
that one.
What else?
Some really hot pepper.
Yeah, Marcus wants to do the one chip on
Marcus
here.
can come on the show and do the one.
Yeah, I was about to say I've seen him do some of that stuff before.
The one chip is terrible.
He loves that hot stuff.
Yeah. He's got a bunch of stuff at the house.
Let's do it.
Bring it.
There's a wing challenge at Buffalo.
Oh,
Like hot wings?
Carolina Reaper one.
Is that it? You gotta eat 10 of them or 6 of them?
You eat 10.
Yeah, that's wild.
10 in 10 minutes.
So I think what we've got to get,
10, period.
what we got to do is maybe like do the podcast and then
At
just
Buffalo
tag on, No, and then just tag on a challenge to the
challenge?
podcast.
Challenge every week.
Sitting up straight better than being hunched over.
Because it's really hard to have a podcast while people are cramming their mouths full of.
You gotta have a nice
Pizza.
flow.
Maximum.
A nice flow of food.
This is.
What's the best pizza experience you guys
We're
remember?
halfway through this.
Halfway
I
through.
don't think we're halfway through this pizza.
We're not halfway through the pizza.
Do you remember your favorite pizza you ever had?
I do.
You do?
I do. But hold on, let me finish.
So I'm gonna jump in because there's no way
You're coming to
You
rescue?
some help.
they're literally.
We're halfway. We're 5 minutes in.
Phil, you want another piece? Come on.
You gotta finish that pie.
So here's what we're gonna do now. We're gonna have Phil just time lapse the next 5 minutes. Ready? Go.
His videos.
Oh!
Johnny!
I'm gonna get that.
We're coming back to regular speed right now.
Yeah, we got
Johnny
45
just
seconds.
spilled. Johnny just spilled sauce all over him. All right, back to fast forward.
This is the final 40 seconds.
Come on, act like you're going hard. It's fast forwarding, so it won't matter.
I don't want to.
Grab a pizza.
Yeah.
Grab a pizza. Come on. Come on. Gotta over exaggerate because of. Keep fighting.
Oh my god.
Slow motion rip of the.
Come on, 10 seconds.
All right,
9,
final.
8, 7.
Wow.
Welcome back,
Wow.
everybody.
Wow. Oh, there it is.
That was hard.
I need another one. Ooh.
That was hard.
Welcome back, everyone, to full speed, or normal speed.
Full speed.
So here goes what we did.
Oh, man. Oh. There we go.
Can you see, Phil? That was with me eating 2 slices of pizza.
What was your count? 6. 6. John?
That was
I had like 5. Can we do like a wash your hands?
2
really quickly
squares?
Stop cut.
That's what the tissues are for.
2 squares.
that was fun.
I probably ate like 7.
You did way better than I anticipated, John.
Hey, let's go.
How you doing on that pie over there?
I'm taking a little pie break for some pizza.
Little pie for pizza. So eating challenges, obviously, we're 0 for 2. They're obviously not our thing.
What about like a bag of Lay's potato chips in 3 minutes?
Is that a challenge or is that just kind of like you're just making that
Maybe
up?
you can look up the Guinness World Record of it. Try to beat Guinness World Record.
We should do
Oh, record break.
weird
Words of
Record break.
What's it
Word
go-
records.
word records.
Weird records.
Weird records from Dude Perfect. We should totally try to beat a weird
Weird records.
Guinness
Sure, we
Book
can do
of.
something.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Read the book in 4 minutes. Like that guy.
And he squeezes the thing.
So,
I just want to encourage you guys. You do great.
Man.
Don't lose heart for the next challenge.
I don't think we did great.
Did we do half the pizza?
no,
What's the slice count? Do we know?
How many did you do?
52 slices.
I'm sure we can go
Slices.
back and
I
watch.
had like 5 or 6.
I had 6.
And listen, y'all, I'm just gonna tell you, I had 2, and they're not like. This isn't like Domino's, like thin pizza with just a little bit of salt. This is some thick stuff.
There's like half
Some weighty stuff
It's
here.
6
like half
pounds.
an inch of
6
cheese
pounds
on
of
it.
dough.
6 pounds of dough.
Yeah.
There's a lot
No
of cheese
chance.
too.
A lot of cheese.
Yeah, the
That
cheese
cheese
was
is
hard to
Yeah,
get through.
Phil said it's a cheese pizza. And I said, oh, man, you gotta be kidding me, man. There's no way.
Oh,
Why not?
It's cheese, man. It's just cheese.
It's just cheese.
If there was some more like
flavor.
a little pepperoni,
I think that'd be harder though,
it
no?
would be it'd be a little bit more enjoyable. But it's just cheese straight through. No way.
We didn't want you to enjoy it. We wanted you to plow through.
We failed. It would have been better with pepperoni, so I might have well failed and enjoyed the pizza a little bit more.
So I'm just gonna tell everybody: go to Fox's. I don't know that there's a 10-minute time limit on it.
If you want to say
What? I'm not sure that that's part of
Are
it.
you serious? Stop.
Yeah, I'm serious.
you
So
looked it up.
I did, and it wasn't on this time.
on.
It wasn't on there. I don't know where I got the 10-minute from. Maybe I saw $10 gift card and thought that was where the 10 minutes
Felt
came
it in
from.
your heart.
So the truth is, it may just be 3 people finish the pizza in one sitting. So we may still be able to do this.
Yeah, tomorrow.
No, in one sitting.
Oh, in one sitting?
One sitting.
We're sleeping here.
I heard he stood up.
Oh man.
Excuse me out there, everybody. Sorry.
Sorry, Christy.
That's gross.
I mean, it just is
We're
what-
live.
they saw some worse things while I was eating pizza. So
You guys want some pie?
I think we should. We've got to have like a playback of like Johnny's best face while he's chowing down on the
no
pie.
way.
You made a weird sound in there.
He did. What was
I
that?
dropped that's when I dropped.
The tomato sauce.
I dropped tomato sauce on my pants.
It was like what is that? The Wilhelm scream?
Oh,
famous one they do
in
all
Star
the
Wars?
movies?
Yeah, that's definitely not it.
All right, so we got Carson here with us. Carson is a star athlete at Socastee High School. He goes from Socastee and goes to Erskine. Wide receiver and speed to spare. He is a maniac on the field, and then comes home.
This is so generous.
Yeah, comes home and heads to Coastal, and there is a lot along that journey.
Yeah.
A lot of, I mean, obviously I'm giving the Cliff Notes version, but a lot along that journey that's brought you to this place today where now you are engaged and you are getting married in June. And you are, your soon-to-be wife is here on staff at the church, and you are stepping into ministry roles and doing incredible things. And so somebody young out there in high school, a young adult, they're in college, they're watching this today. They say, oh, there's Carson. I know him. I saw him play football one time. You give them some wisdom here in this moment for the balance of following your dreams, but also chasing after your future. And I think that's a cool, because so often we try to partner those together and say my dreams is also chasing my future, but the balance of chasing my dreams, but also I want to make sure I'm heading in the direction of the future that I want to go. Give some people some advice.
Yeah, it's hard because at Erskine I was on my own. It was like the first time I'd ever been on my own. No family, no friends from high school. But Haley wasn't there, obviously. So it was really trying to find out who I was away from everybody else. That was one of the reasons why I went where I went. Is like I had the opportunity to go to Coastal, straight out of high school. Or I could go, to Erskine, 4.5 hours away from Myrtle Beach, and figure out who I was basically. And it was like I'd say like one of the most important things is having that support system around you of people that you trust, good godly people that you trust. Because at Erskine I didn't have that. There was one or two people who I would see in passing. We had a campus pastor who, he would always come and do and give encouragement and all that stuff. But, we saw him once a month when chapel was happening. So I would say like the biggest, most important thing is like finding that support group of people wherever you are. Find a church that you get fed from. That was another thing that I didn't have at Erskine. I didn't have a place where I was getting fed from. So definitely having that environment around, making it a priority. is definitely something that's really,
So even in high school, you were huge in FCA. You were plugged in. You had a support group around you. Now, obviously, you're huge in the young adult group. You know, obviously, with everything you do with sports and different aspects of the church, you have a huge support group around you. Going to Erskine's, not having Erskine's or just Erskine.
Erskine.
It's like Walmart's for me.
You say Walmart?
Yeah, I put an S on a lot of things that don't need S's.
Okay.
So Erskine. So going to Erskine, not having that support system around you, the difference in your spiritual walk and having somebody there or having a support system there or a group of people there encouraging you and not having, you don't have to go into detail, but just the difference in your spiritual walk from having it and not having it.
Yeah. At Erskine, I would definitely describe it as like just disconnected.
Yeah.
Just disconnected from everything. The people that I was around, obviously I'm on the football team, so you know a lot of guys, it's not their main focus.
Yeah.
You know, some of them it is a priority in their life. You know, the way they were raised and they carry that with them into college. But for me, it was a struggle because like all the people I made friends with that we spent time, we played football and all and whatnot. They weren't you know they didn't have that group of people around them, so they didn't have that tethering back to who they are, who they're called to be. On the flip side, here it's like it's incredible. Like just the incredible, like just being attached to the body, just period, is however big your support group of people is, or however big, whether it's just your family, or whether it's just 2 or 3 friends that you trust, like it's leaps and bounds ahead of where I was. I had a lot of people tell me that they were like they didn't think I was making a good decision coming home. They didn't think I was thinking through it or anything like that. But like hindsight's 2020.
Yeah,
it was an incredible decision.
For sure,
to come home and to be a part of not what I knew. Like it wasn't like I'm just going back because it's familiar. Yeah. And it was like I know that going back to Myrtle Beach is the right thing. Yep. It's the right decision. So
yeah, disconnected, a great word to use, because I mean you've been in seasons like that where you haven't had that support system around you. You've been in seasons like that where you haven't had that support system around you. You've been in seasons like that. I've been in seasons like that. And I think for me, what I'd love to say is as you grow, there are more seasons like that will happen. I remember when Maddie and I got married, we started having kids, and all of a sudden the people who are young married aren't nearly as interested in hanging out with young married with kids. And so you kind of went through this disconnection of some of your relationships and some of your friendships. Planting a church. Okay. So the people that were your connections here, now all of a sudden you're doing a new thing here. You're losing some of those connections as you grow. And being disconnected, even in a good place spiritually, you may find yourself disconnected from that support system and find yourself in a dry season, in a season where you're looking around and going, am I the only, I think of Elijah in the cave where he's like, Lord, I'm the only one. Where are you? I'm the only one that's living for you. And the Lord's like, man, shut up. Yeah. I got 400 that have never bowed to Baal, and you over here whining. Get your tail out that cave and get up. And I think that's how it is sometimes when we feel disconnected. And I think it's a trick of the enemy. I think it's definitely one of his go-to moves. But when we feel disconnected, it puts us in a place of isolation to where we are told that we're the only one doing what it is that we're doing, and nobody cares, and nobody's supporting us, nobody's cheering for us, and you just get to this place of isolation where your disconnection, no support system, and it just creates chaos inside of you. And that's a very dangerous place to be. So listen to the words of a wise young man and a wise old man, and make sure that you're connected with a group of friends. Last week I talked about accountability, and and I made sure that it's not just about plugging into a small group. Like, that's great. That's healthy. It's about having people in your life that can look at you and say, hey, what's going on today? Something's not right inside of you. Like let me encourage you. Let me help you. Let me invest in you. And sometimes if you go through seasons without those people, Phil's in Africa for 90 days. And thank God he had Bryson and, some great people there. But I'm sure there's seasons where Bryson's busy or he's out on a safari where Phil's there all by himself thinking through, what am I doing here? I'm in Africa all by myself. What in the world does my future look like here? And, so it would be so easy. All three of you specifically went through it, living for Christ in your end of high school, late teenage, early 20 kind of years, where everybody else in your life is, partying and, doing things that are so contrary to who we want to be as believers. And, there's nights where I'm sure all of y'all were sitting home at Friday night, watching a movie at the house, and all of your friends were out doing things that you just didn't want to be involved in. And if you're not careful, that will make you feel disconnected, isolated, and make you feel less than because of what's happening out there. So to the teenagers out there, let me just encourage you. There is a value in youth group. There's a value in young adults groups. There's a value in small groups. There's a value in the local church. There's a value in putting yourself out there and saying, hey, you want to do something tonight? Let's hang out. Because you need those relationships in your life, and they cost. They cost you money. They cost you time. They cost you effort. They cost you energy. They cost you pain sometimes. But it's worth it, because if you're out there on an island all by yourself, you will struggle and you will find yourself isolated and the enemy attacking you and nobody to talk you through some of the frustrations that you're fighting with. Yeah. So don't get there. Don't get there. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. You'll end up losing more than just money and time and all those things that you're thinking about. Hurt from, maybe rejection from not being able to hang out with someone. Things that seem so major in the moment or really menial in the long run. Yeah. So
me and Caleb were talking about this the other day about how, if at this age in his life, if he's not careful, the enemy will pull a Jacob and Esau moment on him, where something that looks so good in the moment, a bowl of stew that looks so good in the moment, you will sell your entire future for a bowl of soup here in this moment, because I need this now to survive. And yet you're giving up your entire future. You're giving up your birthright, because of that bowl of stew here in the moment. Yeah. So if you're not, especially to the young adults, the high school kids, the college kids that are watching this, like, be wise here in this season, man. Don't feel like you've got to don't make bad decisions here in this moment because you're isolated and because you have nobody to talk to and nobody to work through some stuff with you. Don't make bad decisions here in this moment that will affect your future. It's okay to be alone on a Friday night. You know how many, Maddie and I counsel with people, and you know how many girls will say things like, I'm just sick of being home alone on a Friday night. It's okay. It's okay to be home alone on a Friday night. Yeah. It's okay. Take a deep breath and look to the future of who God has called you to be and what he has in store for your life. Don't sell right now. Isn't that like a cool kids thing they say? Don't sell. Are you selling? Don't sell. I don't know.
Don't sell out.
Don't sell out. So don't sell out right now. Jacob and Esau, man. Don't give up your future for a bowl of soup. Don't do it. Yeah. And that bowl of soup looks a lot different for a lot of different people. Yeah. Yeah. For some, it may be a relationship, something sexually inappropriate, and all of a sudden you're 16 with a child and trying to figure out how you're going to make it in life. For some of you, it may be dropping out of school, or for some of you, it may be, taking a job and, that's contrary to who you want to be. Whatever it may be, there's a lot of different ways to forego your future. And, you take a sip of alcohol and then get behind a car, and all of a sudden you're, what seems so innocent in the moment. Oh, we're just having a glass of wine together. It's no big deal. And then your life has completely changed. So don't make a stupid decision here in the moment and sell your future for a bowl of soup.
I will say like the thing nowadays, even when I was in high school, all of it is so easily accessible. Mm-hmm. Like all of the alcohol is so easily accessible. All of the sex, all of the drugs, all of it is so easy to attain. And the word of wisdom that I would say is, like, make it hard to obtain. Yeah. Like, if you don't surround yourself with those people. Like obviously you go to school with them, you're going to see those people. You know, you're on the same campus as them, so it's hard. But it's like make those things difficult to get a hold of. Like put up the boundaries. Like get the people around you to hold you accountable. Being okay when somebody does hold you accountable. Like all of those things. Like make it hard to slip. Make it hard to fall. When you make those things that are easily accessible to most inaccessible to you.
Agree totally. I mean, I said it on Sunday. Nobody likes accountability, but you put accountability in place because you need accountability, not because it feels good.
They don't feel good.
You know, nobody says, I can't believe you ate that whole box of what was the Girl Scout cookies you ate?
I think they were Thin Mints.
Thin Mints.
Yeah.
I can't believe you ate a whole bag of Thin Mints.
No, not a whole box. It was a roll.
A roll. Can't believe you ate a whole roll of
was a
Thin
roll.
Mints.
Now, I mean, that's still bad, but not as bad as a whole box.
Not as bad as
Because a box is 2 rolls?
Yeah. it's
Okay, 2 rolls. So half a box.
you ate a half of
half a box.
But that accountability doesn't feel good when Christy asks you that. But at the same time, it's okay. I understand what you're saying to me.
Right.
You're right. I shouldn't have ate a whole half a box of Thin Mints.
Yeah.
So, go ahead, Phil.
Got a hard question.
Ask away.
That I feel like as a pastor, you see it so many times.
Sure.
What do you say to the person that's sitting there watching this that feels like they did it? They sold it and they took the bowl of soup. They feel like it's done.
Yeah. I honestly, so for me, the story of Jacob and Esau, still in its finest, in its purest form, Esau is still an incredible man of God.
A great nation.
And still still turns into a great nation. And Jacob he sends servants and cows and everything ahead to meet Esau because he's afraid Esau is going to kill him, right? And Esau is like, wraps his arms around him and loves him and protects him. And, I don't want that stuff. God's blessed me. It's okay. And so for me, even that redemption story of Esau is still an incredible story of Esau sold his future. No, he wasn't everything that God intended for him to be. When I talk about this, for me, I think we talk about the God of, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and Esau's name should be in there, but it's not, and that's okay because Esau still turned out to be an incredible man of God, protected Jacob so that he could continue to be that incredible man of God that he was called to be. And ultimately, the Bible smiles on Esau's, I'll call it a character, not that it's a character, but the person of Esau. The Bible smiles on who he became. So, for so many of you out there, maybe you, maybe you are that 16-year-old that's pregnant and feel like, I don't know what I'm going to do. Like my life is over and ruined. No, it's not. I mean, your mom, look at her. How old was she when she had?
She was like 17.
Yeah, 17 years old. And I'm sure most 17-year-olds, 16-year-olds feel that way. But her redemption story and now what God's doing through her and through her kids and through generations to come because of her persistence and following after Christ. So even though you may feel it in the moment, doesn't mean God's, he's still a God of redemption and still a God of second chances and third and fourth and fifth and, 77th chances. Like God is still doing that, but don't look for a God to give you second chances and make bad decisions here. For me, that's the disconnect that people have. I can make bad decisions here because I know God will give me a second chance. Instead of saying, let me not make bad decisions. Let me make wise decisions because God is so gracious and merciful. If I do slip up, he's going to be there. He's going to step in. But it'd be really great for me not to have to, figure that stuff out, Not that your mom would change anything.
Yeah.
But it's been a hard life for her raising
100%.
a kid at 16 years old, 17 years old,
Yeah.
So yeah, God is so gracious and so merciful. So don't you think that you've gone too far that, his love doesn't, consume you still in this moment, man. He's absolutely so incredibly gracious, but also don't make bad decisions now.
Don't take advantage of
Right.
that.
Don't take advantage of that grace. Do we keep on sinning because God's grace abounds? Of course not. Certainly not. So walk that out, man. That's a great question though.
Yeah.
So how's that key lime pie coming?
I took a little break.
It hasn't changed since the last time you had a
It's still 2 servings.
So do you feel like you can still, in one sitting, finish
if
that key
I
lime
sat
pie?
and just like enjoyed my night here, I could probably get about halfway.
Put on a Netflix show or
gonna
something.
say,
and
yeah.
Just eat it as you're going.
If I took a little nap, yeah, I think. I mean, depends on what you mean by sitting. You know what I mean? If I
Right
sit,
there.
So
for
if you
a
just
while,
left that here tonight and you just stayed, you could finish it
yeah,
tonight.
I'll get through it. I'll get hungry enough. Yeah.
So no time lapse
Hungry
video.
enough.
at
I mean,
the
my
end.
sleep would just be.
Camera in the corner.
It's so great. Well, staff's gonna. I mean, all of them's already eaten lunch, so they're not gonna love us too much. But the staff will appreciate us. The youth. Well, y'all got a ton of pizza back there as well. So maybe the young adults group tonight will appreciate some pizza tonight.
figure it out.
And
I
there's-
keep looking at it and I can't believe that I just sacrificed my body to try and get it.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm
it looks
trying
so
not to throw up
bad.
right now
It
on
looks
camera.
so awful.
I can't believe we didn't make it further than we did. That's really shocking to me.
We crushed.
I have nothing to say.
I don't think we did at all. I really am disappointed in us.
You told us we had 10 minutes.
We did. That's how long.
That's
I
your
may,
timer.
I may have put that stipulation on it, but
Did you look it up?
Like,
I looked it up.
So, was this your best pizza experience, guys?
No.
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 Absolutely no shot.
It was really
I
good,
would've-
though.
if
Thank you,
Fox's-
Fox's Pizza Den. It was really good.
Yeah, it was
Thank you
really
for-
good. Just
Pizza's delicious.
yeah, maybe on a normal pizza, I would have enjoyed it probably a little bit more.
I mean, this is normal pizza.
normal pizza size,
Oh, okay.
like a large. Give me 2 slices. You know.
Yeah, I'll take 2 slices of
I
this.
feel like if
Yeah,
there wasn't
for
a
sure.
time constraint, like if you didn't tell me there was 10 minutes, I would have been like, oh, and I'd been all right.
We could have finished
I
it.
think we were all right. Yeah, it was the weight of the time on me that was making it difficult. That's
I love it.
That's my excuse right there.
All right, next week, bobbleheads unveiled, and I think we're gonna have all the staff in here one at a time to unveil their
Also, all
bobblehead.
at the same time.
Yeah. So
Interesting.
we'll see y'all next week. I love you guys. Thank y'all for hanging out with us.
Peace out.
Let's go.